Hello, good morning all. So we are going to enter a new topic in our textbook that's about biodiversity. That is diversity in the living organisms. Biodiversity means different forms of living organisms or a variety of life forms found in a particular region. We know that every organism of this living world, whether an animal, a plant or a microorganism, is unique in itself. And we can see a number of differences among different organisms. In the same category also we can see, for example, compare yourself with your friend. Both of you have different looks, different height, different qualities, etc. But both are identified as the human beings. And now compare yourself with yourself and your friend with a monkey. And we can see that we two are alike. That means we two are alike in a number of similarities, but differences exist there in between ourselves and the monkey. Then compare this tree with a cow. Again, we can see a number of differences are there. Okay. So, if we go and visit some other places like hills, forests, seasides, etc., we can see entirely different types of plants and animals. So, as a total, we can see different places in different parts of the world have their own distinct types of organisms. They vary in their shape, size, colors, appearance, etc. So, as the number of organisms is very vast and wide, it is not easy to study about them at a glance very easily. So, it is very easy to study the diversity of organisms by placing them in different groups or arranging them in a specific order. This arrangement of organisms is called classification. Classification of organisms may be defined as the arrangement of organisms into different groups or sets on the basis of their similarities and differences. The branch of science that deals with the study of this classification for organisms is known as the taxonomy. Why the classification is essential? Classification makes the study of wide variety of organisms easy. And also, it helps us to know about the taxonomic group of living organisms at a glance. Classification also reveals the interrelationship among different groups of organisms. And this classification is the basis of the development of other biological sciences. A number of scientists tried to give a framework of classification. The important scientists that worked behind this classification are the following. So, in connection with this chapter, classification, we have to study one term, nomenclature. What is this nomenclature? Nomenclature means the process of giving or naming a correct scientific name to an organism is called a nomenclature. Because the organisms around us are identified by their own distinct names. The names are therefore essential for identification of a particular organism. Okay, naming is very essential if you have to identify any particular plant or animals. First of all, we are asking the name of that plant or name of that animal. But these common names are always misleading because the religious or native language of their country they are using for giving the common names. So, in order to avoid this confusion, the scientists all over the world they decided to give the scientific names. These names are mainly based on Latin language and preferred over common names in the scientific world. Then why it is known as a binomial nomenclature? Because in this binomial system, the scientific name of an organism consists of two separate components. The first component is a genus name or generic part, and the second component is a species name or specific part. So, the scientific name is identified by two parts. That is why it is known as a binomial nomenclature. And this binomial nomenclature is proposed by the scientist named Linnaeus. Linnaeus is considered as the father of taxonomy too. So what is the scientific name of human beings? Homo sapiens. Homo, that is a generic name or genus part, and the sapiens, that is a specific name or species part. This system is accepted by the International Code of Nomenclature. Then we can see what are the various ranks or groups used in classification. This is known as a hierarchy of classification. In classification, the organisms are closely related one another, are placed in a single group. Based on the similarities, they placed in the single group, and based on the differences, they categorized as different subgroups. The larger groups are again placed in still larger groups. The various grouping levels or ranks in classification are known as the categories. Each category has its specific name. There are 7 major categories. What are they? Species, genus, family, order, class, phylum. Phylum for animals and division for plants, and kingdom. So these are the 7 orders of classification. The first one is species. Species is the lowest category of classification, or it is used as the basic unit of classification. It is a group of similar animals or individuals which resemble each other in morphology, and they can breed among each other, and they can produce fertile young ones. The second level of classification is the genus. A genus is a group of closely resembling species having a common ancestry. And next level is a family. A family represents a larger group of closely related genus. Okay. For example, the genus Felis of cats, and genus Panthera of lion, tiger, leopard are placed in the family Felidae. So this tiger, lion, cats, etc. all these are placed in the family Felidae. Then next is order. An order is a group of closely related families. For example, the family Felidae and the family Canidae are assigned in the order Carnivora. And Carnivora contains a number of other animals also. The next level of classification is the class. A class is a group of related orders. Next is the phylum or division. Phylum for animals and division for plants. Then next is the kingdom. Kingdom is the highest category in biological classification. It is a group of phyla or divisions. This kingdom includes a lot of animals. Mainly there are 5 kingdoms. They are the kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. We'll study in detail about all this. Okay.